June 11, 2026. Anthropic drops Fable 5 at 40% faster than Opus 4.8. Same reasoning, better vision. 12 million daily users. Over $40 in enterprise contracts at stake. Overnight, competitors' models feel obsolete. This is not an upgrade. This is a market reset. And it is worse for rivals than they think. It started in 2021. Dario Amodei, ex-OpenAI, leaves with a team of safety researchers. Their mission: build AI that is both powerful and aligned. No shortcuts. No hype. Just models that reason like humans but scale like machines. Critics called it impossible. Then came Claude. 1, then 2, then 3. Each leap left rivals scrambling. By 2024, Anthropic's Opus 3.5 was the gold standard for enterprise AI. But inside the company, engineers were chasing something bigger. Speed without sacrifice. They called it the Fable Project. One decision, in particular, would define everything. We will come back to it. It is the key to everything. Fable 5 wasn't just an upgrade. It was a statement. Benchmarks leaked in May 2026 showed it outperforming GPT-4o and Gemini 1.5 in speed and vision tasks. Enterprises took notice. Contracts worth billions began to wobble. Then, on June 11th, Anthropic made it official. The AI race had a new leader. Within 24 hours, over 500 companies requested demo starter. Competitors' stock prices dipped, but not everyone was celebrating. Behind the scenes, engineers at rival firms were dissecting Fable 5, searching for flaws. What they found would shock them. Anthropic's edge, a technique called constitutional scaling. Instead of brute-forcing compute, they optimized how the model reasons. But here is what the media completely got wrong. Fable 5 isn't just faster. It's more efficient. That means lower costs for enterprises. And that changes everything. On June 10, 2026, enterprises had a choice. Stick with slower, more expensive models or switch. Early adopters like Scale AI and Perplexity began migrating. Competitors panicked. Some slashed prices. Others promised Fable killers by year-end. But the damage was done. The AI market had shifted. The first cracks appeared in earnings calls. Microsoft and Google both missed AI revenue targets. Analysts pointed to Fable 5. Then came the layoffs. Over 2,000 AI-related jobs were cut in the week after launch. The message was clear. The AI war just got harder. Behind closed doors, CEOs admitted the truth. Fable 5 wasn't just a product. It was a wake-up call. Companies that had bet on slower proprietary models were now playing catch-up. The question wasn't if they would switch, but when. And the answer was sooner than anyone expected. By June 11, 2026, the AI industry had reached a tipping point. Fable 5 didn't just raise the bar, it redefined it. And if you have made it this far, you already understand something most analysts completely missed. This isn't about speed. It's about survival. Impact was immediate. Cloud providers like AWS and Azure began offering Fable 5 as a default option. Startups built on Anthropic's Opus saw user growth triple. But the biggest shift: enterprises no longer saw AI as a luxury. It was now a necessity. And that changed the game for everyone. Competitors had two choices: innovate or die. Some, like Mistral, doubled down on open-source models. Others, like Meta, accelerated their own breakthroughs. But the lesson was clear. In AI, standing still is the same as falling behind. The race was on. Remember that decision we mentioned at the start? The one that defined everything? It wasn't about speed. It was about alignment. Anthropic's bet on constitutional AI meant Fable 5 wasn't just powerful. It was safe. And in a world where enterprises demand both, that was the real game changer. By the numbers, 40% faster than Opus 4.8. 12 million daily users. Over $40 billion in contracts at stake. 2,000-odd jobs cut in 1 week. 500 companies requested demos in 24 hours. 3x user growth for startups on Anthropic's API. The lesson? In AI, speed is table stakes. What matters is how you use it. Fable 5 didn't just outpace rivals. It redefined what enterprises expect from AI. And that's a lesson every business in every industry needs to learn. Fast. If you want to understand how this pattern repeats across every major tech breakthrough, the next video covers a story with disturbing parallels. A company that dominated its industry only to be blindsided by a single innovation. That one is next.